this video, we will take you through all the steps involved in creating an effective forecast, which include creating a mapping and creating product hierarchies. The video will also cover steps involved in inviting more users, managing subscription, contacting support, and our data scientists. When you log in for the first time, you will see this view of the dashboard. Once you reach the screen, you are ready to create a forecast by clicking the Create Forecast button. Clicking on the button will open a form to fill in details of the forecast that you would like to create. You can name the forecast here, create revisions under a single forecast to see how your data is varying month by month, or in any other format in which you would want to segregate your data sets. It will then ask you to upload an actuals file, select a mapping and a product hierarchy along with how far in the future you would like to forecast using the horizon fields. You have the option to keep your forecast private or public. You're the only person who can see the forecast if you have set it to private. By making it public, you can share it with other colleagues in your organization. Before we begin, let's quickly have a look at the ideal format of data that will enable you to format your data likewise to yield effective forecasts. You can either upload Excel or CSV files. You can have one or multiple files. You can have mappings, hierarchies, and actuals in the same file or distribute them across different files. The data used for this demo comes from sales data and has product hierarchy columns such as product category, code, and name. It also has the actuals values, product code, product sale date, and total products sold columns. The column names will establish the mapping for product hierarchies and actuals. We only have one level of product hierarchy for this demo, which is the product category. However, you can have as many as 10 levels for your product hierarchy. To begin the process, let's create product and actuals mappings that are compatible with your data set. Decide on a mapping name and a type, and then upload your data. There is a tip to make this process easier. Choose a small subset of your data to speed up the mapping creation process because the application just needs the header values in your file to create mappings. The application reads the file columns and generates a grid in which you can map your columns to the fields that ForecastReady accepts. We will repeat the same process to create an actuals mapping. The mapping type will be value. When you upload your file, you will see only 3 fields that need to be mapped to your data. First is the date, second is the value, and the third is the product code. Once your mappings are ready, we can create a product hierarchy. Product hierarchies are not mandatory to create a forecast, but having a product hierarchy helps you visualize each product's forecast along with its hierarchy. To create a product hierarchy, navigate to Hierarchies tab. This will open a form asking you to fill the name and type of the hierarchy and then upload the file. Once you select a type, ForecastReady automatically picks up the available product mappings. You can then upload your file and validate the mapping against your file. Make sure your file column names match the selected mappings. Validate the mapping and create it. Now that your hierarchies and mappings are ready, we can submit a forecast request. Go back to Create a Forecast screen by clicking the Forecast tab. Enter your forecast name, a revision name, and upload your file. After uploading your file, select an actuals mapping, validate your mapping, select a product hierarchy that has the same product codes as your actual files, select horizon value. Please ensure that you select the same time step that you have in your actuals data. For example, if you have weekly actuals, use the weekly horizon. For this demo, we are using monthly data, and as such, we will naturally select a monthly time step. Horizon value will depend on this selection. After entering the horizon value and choosing the excess level, you are ready to submit the forecast request. After submitting a request, you will receive an email to update you about the status of the forecast. Upon receiving the forecast generation email, the status on the list for that forecast will be updated. All forecasts will be listed on the forecast screen. Clicking on the link will open the Generate Forecast dashboard. At the top, you will see your generated forecasts and their respective revisions in a drop-down. Below that, on the left side, you will see the product hierarchy that you created. Clicking on the products will show you how your forecast looks like. The score on the top right will give you an idea of how good a forecast is. If you are unsure about your forecast, you can always contact our data scientists by following the information at the top of the screen. You can also export all your forecasted data in CSV format for your own analysis. You can also click on Show Tabular Data to see your forecast in a tabular form. Furthermore, you can change the date slider to narrow down the visualization of your data. If you think your forecast is ready to be shared with your colleagues, you can make it public by going to the forecast screen and then clicking the visibility option. ForecastReady also provides account management for account administrators. All users can update their personal profiles under this section. If you want to invite more people within your company, go to User Management tab under Accounts. Click Add User and send the invitation. All public forecasts are shared with your colleagues who are added to the User Management section. If you are an administrator, you could edit your company information by navigating to the Company Information section. Under this tab, you could also upgrade your ForecastReady plan as per your growing business needs. In case you have any more doubts or need more information, please feel free to contact us through any of these mediums.